isn't speaking to me.
Perhaps you can think of this in a more positive light. In one day, you've managed to do what it takes many couples decades to achieve.
The Big Bang Theory is a beloved sitcom that made a significant cultural impact. The show, set in LA, revolves around a group of scientists and their interactions with their attractive neighbor. Jim Parsons, who played Sheldon Cooper, won 4 Emmys for his role. However, the first unaired pilot of the show almost ruined Sheldon's character by making him more sexualized, a trait that didn't align with the socially awkward and oblivious persona fans came to love. In the unaired pilot, Sheldon and Leonard are seen donating at a sperm bank, a stark contrast to their actions in the official pilot. Sheldon was depicted with preferences and a less awkward demeanor, which fans found off-putting. The creators, Chuck Lorre and Bill Prady, scrapped this version, retaining only Parsons and Johnny Galecki. They reworked the pilot, introducing Kaylee Cuoco as Penny and adding characters Howard and Raj. The revisions led to the successful version of The Big Bang Theory that became a classic. Completely unwatchable, The Big Bang Theory almost ruined Sheldon's character by giving him one quality in an unaired pilot that never made it in the show. The Big Bang Theory is one of the most beloved modern-day sitcoms and has had a huge cultural impact. The show was centered around a group of scientists in LA and their adventures in navigating the social world after the entry of an attractive neighbor. Jim Parsons, who played Sheldon Cooper, won 4 Emmys for his role. While the show had a perfect pilot that established the 4 lovable nerds, it was actually the second one made for the show. Though not that different, the first unaired pilot had some variations in characteristics and plot. However, one key difference in Sheldon's character that fans were not ready to accept was his S***ization in the unaired pilot. Sheldon Cooper was so different in the Big Bang Theory's unaired pilot. Fans loved the train-loving, arrogant physicist Sheldon Cooper due to the same characteristics. He is a nerd, who is obsessed with Star Trek, Doctor Who, and comic books while being the smartest of the bunch in the Big Bang Theory. What makes him even more comical is despite his extensive knowledge, he is socially awkward and inexperienced. Actor Jim Parsons played him to perfection in all 12 seasons of the show and even returned to be a narrator on the spin-off show Young Sheldon. The actor won 4 Emmys for Outstanding Actor in a Comedy Series for the role and even won a Golden Globe. Parsons and Johnny Galecki were the only 2 actors retained from the unaired pilot. While Sheldon is known for his lack of understanding of social cues, he was less oblivious in the unaired pilot for the show. The first version of the pilot saw him and Leonard in a sperm bank and actually donating samples instead of running away like in the actual pilot. However, one key difference is that Sheldon is shown to have preferences, which fans did not like. I like that Will's mom is in it lol. Leonard was still great in this. Sheldon was way too sexual compared to the actual series, though it was pretty cool to see a historic glimpse of how Sheldon's spot sort of started out. The weird science music feels cheesy AF and out of place lol. The lighting is very dark and it looks like they are living in a slum, which makes it feel kinda depressing. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, glad it didn't make it as official though. The Big Bang Theory creator said the original pilot sucked. The Big Bang Theory was co-created by the sitcom king Chuck Lorre along with Bill Prady. Lorre is known for many hit sitcoms such as Dharma and Greg, Sybil, 2.5 Men, and more. Many of his shows have gone on to become sitcom classics and have had longevity. However, the first iteration of The Big Bang Theory might have been a stinker had the network accepted it. The unaired pilot differed in many ways from the show, including a different lead actress, a lack of Howard and Raj, and a terrible opening theme. Lorre mentioned in an interview at the San Diego Comic-Con in 2008, via CBR. "We did the Big Bang pilot about 2.5 years ago, and it sucked, but there were 2 remarkable things that worked perfectly, and that was Johnny and Jim. We rewrote the thing entirely, and then we were blessed with Kaylee, Simon, and Kunal." The rejection of the pilot allowed the makers to change many things about the show and characters, including introducing Penny, played by Kaylee Cuoco.